Hello, and welcome back. We did have more light, but I guess we're just going to run without it. Welcome back to God Lives Within. Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Tonight we look at how this abandoned house with a tree laying on the backside and the floors caved in saved my life. As we sit here in a house with no electricity, no water, no lights, no heat, no stove to cook with, no bathroom to use, one might say I'm in a dire situation. One might say God has abandoned you. There's two sides to everything, including this situation. You can look at it negatively or you can look at it positively. When you activate your third eye, you're able to see the good in all things as well as the bad in the good things. You're able to see two sides of everything and not have tunnel vision towards whatever the ego wants. So for me, this little old rickety abandoned house that nobody wanted and that nobody's been in for, I would say, 7 years when my journey started. I don't know how I know that, but for some reason the calendar on the wall says that, so I think that's how long it's been since somebody's lived in this house. But we give thanks tonight for this house, because ever since I got in this house, my determination, my solar plexus have been activated. My ego and my, can't get any light. My ego and my inner conflict, my doubt, my worries have all been taken away by this little old house. And how you say, how did this happen? How does that work? It's lit a fire under my ass to walk 3 miles into town daily and walk 3 miles home daily, pursuing my purpose, pursuing my passion, making these videos, posting these videos, researching, listening to a few other godly souls on the internet as well. This is what I have done every day now for weeks. And as such, when you live in your purpose, the demons can't reach you. When you live in your purpose, you enter into a new category as far as the kingdom is concerned. When you're living in purpose, what God sent you here to do, you become an emperor or an empress, a high priestess. You become all of the cards in tarot, but you ascend to the top when you're living in purpose, when you're in line with God's will for you, for your life, when you're no longer serving the mundane jobs that you used to do, and you've given it all up to live in your purpose, no matter how dire the situation looks, feels, and is, you pursue your passion, you elevate your consciousness into the status of emperor or empress. Now, these emperor and empress is not an egoic thing. It is just an energy. It is energy aligned with God. It is energy. It is when you activate your male and female energies. Now, we've talked about it in the past, but every human being on the planet has two energies, a male and a female energy, a red shift and a blue shift. The red shift being male, the blue shift being female, which are the atom, the atom. The picture they show you of the atom is actually your male and female energy. It is not anything inside physical. It is actually just energy, and we all are energy, and that is all we are. We are spirits that are energy. So, when you're living in purpose, you elevate higher than the demons are able to affect you. You ascend above them. When you're living in purpose, you are leading souls to victory. That is what living in purpose is all about. It's about being selfless. It's about being humble. It's about raising your Kundalini energy through every thought, word, and deed, through your actions, through how you treat people, through your submission of the ego. I don't know if submission's the right word, but subduing the ego seems like it's the right word. I'm not even sure right now. Sorry, I've done a lot of videos today and I am a little tired, but so yeah, how this little old house changed my life. And this is somebody who was, in a house just 3 weeks ago, with everything I needed. And God told me, you're going to wish you were back in that house you were in here shortly. Of course, I didn't know what he meant. I kind of did, because I've been preparing to be here, taking care of my root basic needs. I have everything I need because my higher self was guiding me towards what was coming. When you align on your path, a funny thing happens. Your spirit, your higher self, starts doing things without your lower self understanding why. And such as I bought a hammer, I don't know, 7 months ago, 8 months ago. It was when I was in Mississippi, which is, I left there probably early April, I would think, maybe May, yeah. 6 months ago, we'll say. But I didn't need the hammer at the time. I didn't know I needed the hammer. But when I got here, I needed the hammer. And so when you align with God, with your higher self, you start doing things that are mystical, that you can't explain. I didn't have much money when I bought that hammer. Not very much at all. But I went out and bought a hammer, and it helped me to put up my tent when I got here, which I wouldn't have been able to do without it. I mean, maybe I would have, but not. I could have found a rock or whatever, but it's just the point being, when you align with your higher self, things start lining up for you in ways that you're not going to be able to understand at the time. And then later on, the reasons why you did these things manifest into the physical. So the whole point of this video is for you to see that in the darkness, in the 29-degree cold tonight, in a house that has a tree on top of it, in a house which, means it's got a bunch of open air, a roof missing in parts of it, in a house with no heat, no way to see at night without a flashlight or a candle. I'm totally in line with my purpose because of it. And so I would ordinarily cry out to God about it, or complain or whatever, or see the bad in it. There you go. That's what I want to say. But it's serving my purpose. I'm now I put out 6 videos today, made 2 videos tonight for tomorrow, maybe another one. I doubt it. I'm ready for bed. Point being, it's putting me right in my purpose. God has told me that this is my purpose. God has told me to work on this, that he will reward me. I told God I'm doing this for him, for his people, not for me. So really, I'm not even expecting to be rewarded from this. This is more in service to God and in service to you people. That's funny. I see. Anyway, let me keep going. That's interesting. So yeah, I did this for you folks. God did this for you folks, not for me. I mean, he's going to reward me because he knows what I'm going to do with his reward. He knows I'm going to help his people again and again and again until they're all out of suffering. It is the only way. The suffering has to stop. The wars have to stop. The sending taxpayer money to other countries for wars while our people are suffering has to stop. And when he blows this channel up, trust me, I will be on fire about it unless he does something about it. We're gonna light this world up. That's crazy. I see my puppy in the screen in front of me. Well, she's not alive anymore, but I see her. It's really my eye, but I see my puppy. That is amazing. Anyway, point being, God is going to reward me in order to help everyone else. It's not really for me. When you see me get blessed to the magnitude I'm going to be blessed, just understand and overstand. It's not about me. It's about God. It's about you seeing the truth and there being somebody to help guide you to it. It's about me having the resources to rebuild his kingdom. Don't let your ego fall into the trap of jealousy and of greed and envy, because that is not what it will be about. You must do the inner work, though. Your vibration is going to tell the story, whether or not you're going to receive the help or not. This is not my plan. This is his. My plan would be to give everything I have to other beings in need and suffering without them being in the right vibration and on the spiritual path. But I've learned from my mistakes repetitively. It took a long time. I'm stubborn. I know this. I came from two extremely stubborn parents. It was their mission on this earth, is to get me to the point I'm at. So while I might look at it as, oh, they're horrible parents and they did me wrong, I see the other side. They actually fulfilled their purpose with God. Crazy how it works. Crazy how we're all interconnected and how we all rely on each other, even when we don't know it, energetically, spiritually. And this truth will come out more and more in the days, in the months, in the years to come. So when you see the blessings that this channel undergoes, when you see the blessings that God brings forth in the material for me, know that this is the way, know that this is the path, and know that you can be blessed as well and help bless others. That is what it's all about. The suffering has to end. Not for me. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. And I'm sure God's going to change that here shortly. But I haven't wanted to be here for most of my life. I've been in suffering for most of my life. For a purpose, albeit. But that is just the truth, and I won't speak anything other than the truth anymore. I used to have to lie when I was on drugs and manipulating to get drugs and separated from God by the demons. And demon means, when you break it down in etymology, D-E, D is to remove. Mon, M-O-N, is the one, God, one, such as Monday, M-O-N, day, the one day, the first day. So demon is to remove from God. So that's all the demons are doing that are in your head, are separating you from God. So that is the message. This has been kind of cool seeing my puppy this whole time while preaching God's word, God's real truth, not some fake Roman Catholic lie with pedo symbols wrapped around my garb, pedo symbols on my big cap, and demons in my basilica, or whatever they call that crap. Forgot where it was going, got off on a little tangent, but anyway. This is the story of how this little house in 29-degree weather with no heat is all I need, no light. All I need is the light of God. All I needed was the spark within, the truth to be illuminated, and the love to come through from God. So yeah, that's the message. I'm not going to go any further. I love you. God loves you more. Take care, people.